Hi everyone,
Hiya.
It's Nikki and Rachel from the Stitch Sisters here, and we are bringing you part 2 of our Perfect Capsule Wardrobe pattern series for beginners. And in this one, we are looking at patterns that are from, we never know if it's big 4 or big 5, but what we mean is Simplicity, New Look, Burda, McCall's, Vogue, Butterick, Quick Sew, any others that you can think of. And so we've looked through all of those patterns. Now I have to say that we're not speaking quite so much from experience here, because a lot of the patterns that we've chosen we haven't sewn, whereas on our independent pattern version, which you can watch, links just above there, a lot of those patterns we have sewn ourselves. But I think because the range of big 4 patterns is so huge,
so many, you can't narrow it down.
But then if we were just to pick patterns that we had sewn, they might be quite disparate and a bit of a weird collection, whereas we're looking at a capsule wardrobe, things that you could wear together, so that if you just wanted to go and buy 5 or 6 patterns and have your wardrobe sorted for the year, that's what we're going for.
But we've aimed for easy sews, fast sews, beginner sews, that kind of thing. So
nothing too tricky.
Nothing tricky at all. No, absolutely. Do you want to start again?
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll go through, we've chosen a top, we've chosen a skirt, a pair of trousers, a dress, some sort of outerwear or cardi, and an accessory. So we'll go through each of those and explain why we've chosen those patterns, shall we? So do you want to start with your top?
I can. We're just going to refer to the laptop because I can't remember that many numbers. So I'm just going to refer to the laptop. So mine is the New Look 6892, which is a cotton top pattern, and it's one of those you get 6 patterns for the one price tag. So you've got everything from a long sleeve top to a little vest top, and I just think it's made there. It looks like it's all woven fabrics as well, so it's cottons, cotton lawns, that kind of thing.
They're all kind of smock style tops, aren't they? They're a looser fit,
a bit more forgiving. Something that you could easily wear over something like the ultimate trousers. You could wear. You could still tuck it in, even if you wanted to wear it in like tucked into a skirt or something like that. You could still tuck it in. But I liked the sort of soft details around the top, and I just like the variety as well. So you've got the vest top, you've got a wider vest top, you've got the cap sleeve, you've got a raglan cap sleeve, you've also got a long sleeve, and you've got a 3/4 length sleeve with a bell cuff on the end. So I just think
you do get a lot of value for money actually with those patterns,
and
don't you?
You could mix and match between them. You know, you could kind of like get inspiration and do your own thing as well. And it being a cotton pattern, I thought it would be really useful in the run up to the summer and things like that. So, and it's easy. It's an easy 2-hour sew. So,
which they say as a rough guideline, but I think if you're a more experienced sewer, you could do it in half that time, because they really are very simple patterns.
Absolutely.
But yes, I think they'd be great summer tops. Really, really nice. My top pattern, I have also chosen a New Look, and it also has 6 varieties. Now we didn't.
No conflabbing.
That was the word I was looking for. We didn't consult each other at all. We just independently worked on our own list, and we were very interested to see that there weren't any crossovers at all, and I was convinced that there would be, so it was quite surprising really. Although now we both want each other's patterns as well.
So always happens though.
But the one that I chose I like because it is still 6 different top varieties, but it has a little bit more of a vintage nod. Now like most patterns, big 4 patterns, you have to look past the pictures. You have to look past the line drawings, the very bad fabric choices, the model styling is often quite poor, and so you have to try and look past those and actually look at the details. The reason I chose these patterns was because within the 6, you get a boat neck, you get a V-neck, and you've got 3 different collar variations. You've got a choice of a cap sleeve, sleeveless, or a longer 3/4 length sleeve, plus a little flutter sleeve. My favourite one on this pattern is view, what do they call it, E on there. I just love the sailor collar with the little tie. I just think that would look absolutely adorable. Now they are all patterns that have a side zip. But I think they could all be just as easily made up in a knit fabric, and you could forego the zip altogether. So like I mentioned on our previous video with the independent patterns, if you wanted to just make it from a knit pattern, this one's quite form-fitting. You probably wouldn't even need to size down, but you would want to make sure you've got at least 25% stretch in your fabric to make sure you can get it over your head. But I'm thinking view E in a stripy body with a white collar, like in a solid colour tie. Definitely. Lovely. Be a good addition to my wardrobe. But 6 patterns New look patterns usually full price are under £6. They're about £5.95, and when they have a sale on, they're like £2.74 or something.
Yeah,
so
brilliant.
It is ridiculously cheap.
Yeah, you've got a
way to get 6 patterns.
lot of patterns for your money with those kind of things.
Absolutely,
which is good.
yes.
So skirts. I've gone for another cotton skirt. So I've got another new look one. So it's 6437. And this is one of their easy patterns, and you get 5 skirt options in this one. And I've gone for this because it looks like it's got a little bit of gathering. It's got a tie at the waist. I think there is an option of, I think there might be elastic. I'm sure I went for something that had an elasticated waist. So it may be elasticated, but it looks like it's got a waistband as well. But it just looks like an easy sew. It's knee length, but you could, I think there are options to make them sort of above the knee as well. And I think just with a basic vest top and layered up in the summer, it would be really
think
lovely.
that's the style of skirt where if you've got a fabric that you really love, of course. If you've got a fabric that you really love, I think it's perfect because it's a very simple skirt. It shows the fabric off really nicely.
Yes.
And I think it would look great in everything from a floral to a gingham to a quilt cotton that's got any pattern on it at all. Yeah, chambray would be another lovely one. Broderie on glaze. Dobby or some Swiss dots, they'd all look beautiful.
Yes, but you need a few skirts like that in the summer just for throwing on when you want to feel a bit smarter.
Yes, absolutely.
But we all love our fabrics, so something like this which really showcases it is a really good pattern for me.
Yes.
So nice and easy again.
Excellent. I've gone for a Butterick pattern. It's one of their fast and easy patterns, and it's B6179, and it's a gored skirt. And I really like gored skirts because I think you get a really nice fit from them, but actually they're really simple to sew together because the shaping is already done in the gauze, so you don't need to do darts or anything like that. You're literally just taking each of your panels and sewing them together until you've got your full skirt. And I think that's a really nice way of making it look like you've made a fancier skirt, something that's a little bit more complex, but actually it's really simple. A bit like princess seams in a dress. You know, you're not having to do darts because all that shaping has already been created. What I love about this one is the opportunity on one of the views on this pattern. If you look at view A, I love the way that they've put stripes at angles, creating a chevron in the front panel of the skirt, and the rest of it is plain. And I just think when you've got all of those panels, it's a really interesting way to play around. So if you wanted something completely crazy patchwork, you could put a different fabric on each of the gauze, or you could alternate them, or really you could play around with stripes at different angles, but I think you'd get a really nice fit, and I think it'd be fun to play around with different weights of fabric with this skirt as well. I think that if you went for really drapey fabric, it would look really floaty and feminine, but if you went for a standard weight cotton or something, I think you'd have a little bit more structure, and it would create 2 different looks. Plus there is a trouser version, a culotte version in there as well. So view D is culottes. I find culottes can be hit and miss in terms of the fit, so I would want to make the skirt first before I make the culottes, because how the waist and the hip area on the skirt fits you will show you how well the trousers are likely to fit you. So I would do that first, but I hadn't seen that pattern before until I started looking for this, and I really like it.
And it's fast and easy. Yes,
fast and easy. It says it on the pattern, so it must be true.
So trousers. My trouser is a Burda pattern, and it is 6938, and this is a pair of there's pair of trousers and 2 different lengths of shorts. So it's got knee length shorts and it's also got short shorts as well. But I liked this because these are elasticated waist and elasticated hem trousers. But they're not harem pants. They're the kind of trousers you want. You've got a day running around after the kids. Chuck them on, not worry about it. You feel comfortable all day. And I can imagine this in a nice sort of silky fabric as well. Would be
very sports luxe.
Very sports luxe, exactly. Doing something like that. But this is, again, it's a fast and easy Burda pattern. So I would imagine that we saw up a dream, and it's got pockets.
Everything she's got pocket. In fact, that reminds me a little bit of the Hudson pant by Tobias. I think it's a very similar style, and I think that there's definitely a lot of demand for that these days. That more sort of slightly glamorous leisure wear, where you feel like you've you've used something that's a bit nicer than jogging bottoms.
Yes.
They're actual trousers, and you're allowed to wear them out of the house.
Yes, you can.
But they're comfy at the same time. Yes, yes.
So I
could easily have picked that pattern out for you. That's a very Nikki pattern.
It's a very Nikki pattern.
Yes.
I think I may accidentally be ordering that one quite soon, because I think that would be a perfect trouser. I'm going to look at fabrics and order that Burda pattern. I think it's a very wearable pattern, and I think it's the kind of thing that I could do with 2 or 3 pairs of those in my wardrobe.
Yeah, excellent.
So I'm doing it.
Cool. Well, my pattern for trousers is also a Burda.
Could they be any different?
They could. They couldn't. So I've picked one. I have made this one before. In fact, it's one of my favourite ever trouser patterns. It is 6966, and it's a vintage Burda pattern. And it is ridiculously large pair of flares. They come in 2 sizes. So I think the smallest one is 26-inch flares, that's the hem, and then I think they come in a 28 as well. I've made them before as sailor pants, so I've made the pattern and then I've added buttons to the front, just literally sewed them on for decoration to give it that sailor pant look. But I love these. I just think they are such lovely trousers, but they are really very simple. But if you want to add a lot of drama by having this huge flare, but you still want an easy pattern to follow. But the great thing about flare trousers is if the flare is too much for you, it's very easy to taper it in slightly, because you're only doing it to the hem up to where, you know, you're not going to taper it all the way up your leg. It'll just be the hem that you're bringing in slightly. So if you just want a normal wide leg pant, it would be a good pattern for that as well. But if you want a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of drama, then
and it says super easy.
It is super easy. It really is. But yeah, I would definitely recommend those. They look great with a pair of platforms. Just
so you know. And I love the styling on the picture patterns as well.
If you like the styling on the picture, the tops are available in a different Burda pattern. Yes, they are, and might also be in my collection.
Recreate the whole ensemble. You can do that.
Yes, it's definitely a fun one.
Right, dresses. Mine is the Burda 6730, and I chose this because it is probably one of the simplest patterns I've ever looked at. It is a wrap dress, and I think it basically has 3 pieces. So the sleeve has got a kimono sleeve, and the sleeve and back are all as one, and then you have your 2 fronts, and I think there's a tie, so it might be 4, but that is it. Everything is all sewn across the top of the shoulders, down the side, hem, you're done. So it's a fast and easy, or super easy one by Burda, and I've not made it, but it does look like it's a really, really simple pattern. It's something very wearable. I know a lot of ladies like wrap dresses.
They're flattering on everyone. I think that's
they
why.
are. But I think I like the fact that they've got a knee length one, and it's also a longer length one as well. So you can pick any length that you want, whatever's comfortable for you. But I think this is a good way of trying jersey for the first time, good way of making a dress if you need to make a dress.
And the great thing about wrap dresses is that fit isn't so much of an issue, because if you want a little bit more room, you just tie it a bit looser, and if you want it tighter, you just tie it a little bit tighter. And I think that's good for beginners, because if you haven't quite mastered fit yet, you need patterns that don't need to worry about that. So it's a good one for that. I think that's lovely. And even though on the picture on the envelope they've gone for fairly plain fabrics, one is a plain and one is quite a subtle print, but I think that in a bold print it would look very Bowden, so you know, if you picked the right print. So
something from Girl Charlie, or a scuba again, something really lovely.
And I bet if you made it in like a viscose jersey, rayon jersey, I bet it would feel gorgeous on as well.
So we all want that one.
We do, yes. So the pattern that I've chosen, if you've watched our duvet dress video, I'll put a link up there, then you might recognise it. It's a Vogue, very easy Vogue, and it's V9100. And it is a very simple pattern. It's princess seam bodice, it's a gathered skirt, it has pockets. It was one of those that the second I put it on, I thought, oh, I love this. It just feels really lovely on. And we made them out of duvets, which meant they were super cheap. My duvet cost £4.
Yeah,
and I still had loads of fabric left.
You can make it out of anything, but so that kind of, I love that fitted bodice again. And
absolutely. I think that it would look brilliant in any lightweight summer fabric, but I also think that you could make a wool version or something for winter as well. I think it would look great layering it. It's this trend for layering at the moment. You could put a top underneath it and it would look great.
Can I just say, Lady McElroy cotton long.
Oh, it's made for those. Absolutely made for those. Go and check out Gattie's now.
Because you get big bits of, there's not a lot of fuss on this dress. Even though it's gathered, you've got a big skirt where you can see the print.
Oh, it would be
so
beautiful.
A big print would be lovely.
Yes, beautiful. And if you wanted something a bit more structure, if you use something like a cotton sateen,
yes,
then the skirt would be a bit more poofy, and it would feel a little bit more luxurious, whereas a lawn would be nice and floaty and comfortable. Yes, exactly. So I think they're both great patterns, actually. Very interchangeable. I think the great thing about the Big Four is, I think with our indie pattern collections, there were two very definite styles, I think, and you could mix and match some of them, but not all of them, whereas I think with these ones you could mix and match all of them, really, couldn't you? They'd all work well together.
But I think sometimes with the more commercial patterns, they are a bit safer.
Yes.
So they're almost like ticking boxes. We need a shift dress, we need a wrap dress, we need a pair of straight trousers. Yeah. And they fill that criteria. Yes. Whereas with the independent patterns, they're trying to catch your eye. Yes. And do something a bit different. Yeah. Because they might only have 4 or 5 patterns, so they want them to be really good. Yes. So jackets, I've gone for something a bit different. This is a whole collection, so I've been a bit sneaky and added in a whole outfit. Yes. But you can pick the bits out of it. So this is a Mimi G style pattern by Simplicity, and it's 8177, and it's this long line cardigan which I just fell in love with, but I love the trousers and I love the top as well. The whole outfit is just
Mimi
awesome.
G is brilliant at that. She releases these Simplicity patterns and they're sportswear collections, and literally every piece in it you want. There's one that I nearly put on my list, which is like a blazer style jacket, and it comes with a sleeveless but slightly loose fit asymmetrical hem top, and then there's a skinny pair of trousers underneath it. Love all of them. And then this is just because
these look like sort of paper, almost like paper bag type trousers. So you've got that kind of excess at the waist. But I love the line of the cardigan. The cardigan comes as sleeveless, and it also comes with a sleeve. But you could mix and match that. You could, and because it looks like it's a very straight cardigan, you could crop it up. You could make it whatever length you wanted it to be. So I think it's very versatile.
It is. It's beautiful. It's
and lovely. A lot for your money with that one. Definitely.
Yes. Also, Mimi G has quite a few sew-alongs as well on her website.
She's got a YouTube channel.
She has a YouTube channel. Most of her sew-alongs are for her own independent line of patterns, which she does sell on her website. But she does also do sew-alongs for some of her Simplicity patterns too. So it's always nice if you can actually watch someone making it as well as trying to read the instructions. And then for mine, I chose one of the new Very Easy Vogues. It's a cape. I love a cape.
You love a cape.
I do love a cape. I made the Camden by Seamworks earlier on this year, thinking that I was going to absolutely love it. I haven't actually finished it. I haven't got around to having it because I don't really love it. And I think one of the reasons I don't love it is because I don't think the neck is finished off very nicely. And I don't think, it's literally an outer shell and then the lining is the same again. And I think that to make something out of a heavier winter fabric like a wool, you need facings. You need facings to make it sit nicely. So I haven't finished it because I want to unpick it and make it again with proper facings. But now I've seen this one, I'm not even sure that I will, because it's got that same look. So it's a slit armhole. But this one comes with 3 different lengths. I love the full length one. I mean, the drama of that is just brilliant.
I was trying to see if it had a frill on the bottom, but it's just so much fabric on the bottom.
It's just a full length cape.
Yeah.
What else would make you feel more like a very glamorous vintage superhero?
It's purple. I'm imagining it in velvet. It's a purple velvet ankle length cape. But nothing over the top about that.
Personally, I'd probably more likely make the midi length one, because I think that would probably be the most wearable. But it has a collar, and because it's Vogue, you know it's going to be well constructed, and there will be decent facings and all that kind of stuff. But also, I think the short version is really cute too.
But the short version overdresses. Like if you made a really nice quality black Melton wool one or something like that, you could wear it going out. I always struggle with things to wear overdresses when I'm going out in the winter, and I think it would be something fancy enough that you're not just putting your coat on that you take the dog for walking.
The other thing I like about it, although I'd have to actually make it to know for sure, but the slits actually look longer. On the Camden, they felt a bit too short, so your arms could only come out so far. You didn't have that great a range of movement. That's me, I'm stuck in my cape. Hi everyone. You're not skipping ahead to another video.
No.
This is the same one. We had a little problem in the edit.
Well, But the little problem may have been that either one of us deleted the extra video because the phone rang. We had to stop.
Just saying, it's her phone.
It's my phone we film on, so it's probably me. So I probably deleted an extra video.
Or more than likely, we didn't actually press record.
So here we are. I just edited to the end of the video and thought, oh, we haven't done the accessories and there's no video. So we're coming in today to do a fresh little section for you.
Can I just interject and say, we have never claimed to be any kind of YouTube filming professionals. We've not been doing this long. And I think sometimes people forget that because some people say that they really love our channel. And I think maybe that makes them think that we're better at this than we are.
We're really not.
But we're always just winging it. And so, yeah, we apologise. But at least you get an outfit change.
Yes, outfit change. I'm wearing my toasted
And we're in my house this time now. We're sat in my kitchen because it's the only place where there's any decent light in the house. Yes. It's an old cottage and everything's a bit gloomy.
And you've got a poorly child today, so we've had to come here. So it is what it is today. We're only doing one accessory each, so it won't be long.
So I can't remember whose turn it was. I think I just finished talking about my cake.
Yes, so shall I do? I'm going to do my bag. So it's the Burda 7410 and it's a little bucket bag, and I like this because I think you could make it for yourself, but I think also you could make it for young girls and things like that, and you could play around with fabrics. And I like they've got lots of different options with you know, one colour for the bag and a different fabric for the handles and stuff like that. So I thought it was a really fun one, and it's one of those sort of hobo shapes with the curved edges at the bottom, and it would be a really nice fun one to make.
Yeah, I think, like you say, it'd be great as a gift. I think bags are great as gifts, but they're also great for your own wardrobe. And I think that if you're a dressmaker, then having things that you can do with leftover fabrics and bags, you know, often you don't need a huge amount. So if you end up with like a random ½ metre, 3/4 of a metre, something like that,
that'd be loads.
Or even less, because you can piece it out of different fabrics.
Yes.
So yeah, it's great for that. Mine is another scrap buster. I have chosen to use a hair accessory because I don't know if you've noticed, but I do like a hair accessory.
She likes a headband.
Don't tell anyone, but it's really to hide the grey.
Don't tell anyone.
It's to hide the grey when I haven't had a chance to dye my hair.
It's just a style thing. That's all it is.
So I have chosen Simplicity 1791, and it's because it's already in my stash and I've used it a few times as little scrap busters. I know a couple of you on Instagram have asked about my headbands, and most of them have come from that pattern. It's got a few different styles. You have to look past the pictures, as with all of these big four patterns.
Oh, of course.
Because I would not wear a hairband with a little felt bird on it. I might make one for my daughter who is about to turn 10, but even she might go, thanks mum. But as far as just the basic shapes are concerned, I think it's great for that. And a couple of them could be made out of jersey, and that is what I make most of mine from, is jersey scraps.
Again, it's another good one for small pieces of fabric as well, so using up and having something that's matching your outfit as well is really quite nice.
Yes, it is fantastic. So that's it. That's our capsule wardrobe from the big four pattern companies. We hope you've enjoyed it. We have to just add a little note at the end of these videos, because we know that we have spent a lot of time on these looking off camera, and that's because we have had a laptop to give us some notes and to remind us what we're talking about. So we hope you don't mind that we haven't always been very good at looking you in the eye, but it's just so that what we say actually makes some sense and that we remember all the pattern numbers.
Yes, which I'm terrible at, so forgive us.
So we'd love to hear your feedback. Comment below and tell us what you think. And if you don't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and you can find us also on Instagram, where I am She Sews Vintage.
And I'm Sobby Sewing.
And we'll be back soon with another video, guys. Take care.
Bye. Have a nice weekend.